Alright, so, got a lot of news. Blythe news. Where to start? So, today I painted Audrey. It was Audrey's painting day, and I went over to my sister's house because they have the MSC, Mr. Super Clear, at their house, and good lighting and place to spray the MSC and stuff like that. So I went there and I started working on her. I took her apart, everything was going well. I realize this sounds like super ominous, but oh, by the way, I'm not in my room. I don't know if you could tell. I'm in my dad's room right now. Simply because my room has terrible lighting, I realized. I can't tell if this is better or worse, but whatever. I think I'm gonna start making videos like with my actual Canon camera. But I was just too anxious to make this video. I wanted to wait till tomorrow, but I can't. Okay, so everything was going well. I carved her, okay? Okay, you know what? First, just to kill the anticipation, I will just show you her. Let me just say, amongst many trials and tribulations, I am so happy. It's like, I'm just so happy. It's all worth it in the end, just for this little face. And lighting is back at it again. That's not bad. So, I carved her lips, I carved her nose, and oh god, this is so terrible. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for this lighting. It's so bad, but I don't have anywhere else to do it right now. But there she is, with her completed little face. I'm so happy. I love her so much. So yeah, I carved her lips, and her nose, like her nostrils, and around her nostrils and her septum, whatever it's called. It was so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know what I was expecting. I got a Dremel with a diamond cut piece, like add-on piece, and it says it's for carving and engraving. So I was like, oh, this should be perfect. But it was really weird. Like it was just making really thin lines, like as if it would be used to like do like engraved writing or something. So I used a combination of like 5 tools. And the Dremel kept dying for some reason. It was like fully charged battery, and it literally lasted 3 minutes. And so I had to keep charging it and carving and charging and carving, and it was so annoying. So her whole painting process took me from noon to 5:30. I don't know if that's like good or really slow, but and then I was like sanding and more carving and more sanding and more, and then she was just looking like scratchy, so I had to like, I was stressing and I was getting really like nervous that the scratches would show, especially if I went to put her blush and like paint over her. So I had to use like a really fine sandpaper, and it just looks so easy on everybody else's tutorials. My previous Blythes, I hadn't carved them, so I didn't know what it was like to do that. And I had just expected like the plastic to just be like, da, 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 like do exactly what you wanted it to, but it didn't at all. I I guess it was just the tool that I was using, because I saw in other people's videos, like, they were using a sharper, like, it looked like the tool that I had, but it wasn't. It was like just sharp, a sharp pointed edge. Kind of looked like a needle, like a thick needle. And then they were just like, derp, derp, on the nostrils, and that's it. But I had to, like, work at it so long. So, after all the carving, I was like, you know what, it's not really what I wanted, but whatever, like, this is the best I'm gonna get. So I sprayed her, and then I started painting her. So everything was going well. I painted her the way I wanted, and I did the final spray. And I don't know what it was that activated it, but so here's the thing. I have fibromyalgia, and that means that I'm in pain all the time, and it's concentrated on my upper body, so specifically my arms and my back. So I can't do small repetitive motions with my hands too much, because it just starts to be extremely painful and feeling like this dead weight. So I guess it was the final, like, luckily I was finished, the final spray of MSC. I guess it was the shaking of the can or something, because as soon as I finished spraying and went back into the apartment, my arm, this arm, I could not move it. And I don't know if you saw that, but I have a heat pad on it right now. So I couldn't even put her back together. So my mom picked me up at 5:30, and I was really upset and depressed that I couldn't even finish her, put her back together, or see what she would look like. And I couldn't even gloss her. She's not glossed right now, by the way. And she still had, like, she was complete, like, I just had her in pieces. She didn't have her eyelashes in, nothing. So I pretty much took her in from being sprayed and packed her up and went home. So I got home and I put heat on my arm right away. I forgot to mention that this has happened in the past to this arm, 3 years ago. And it was like the worst experience of my entire life. But it's not exactly the same. That arm was what triggered my fibromyalgia in the first place. I was working with really small jewelry, and all of a sudden my hand just went completely numb and weak, and my hand went swollen, and I couldn't move it for a month. Fun! I had to go to the hospital and do a ton of tests, and nobody knew what it was. I only got diagnosed with fibromyalgia last year, 2015, October. I've been to physiotherapists and all that jazz. Anyway. So I put heat on my arm, and my dad was like, "What's wrong?" Because I looked really upset, and I was like, "I can't put my doll back together." And he offered to help me put her back together. To put her back together for me. I love my dad. So, we spent the last 2 hours. He put her eyelashes in for me, because he's an artist. He used to do a bunch of this stuff when he was younger, and he used to help us with our dolls a lot when we were younger too. So he's used to all this. So he put her eyelashes in, and I told him how to put her back together, and he pretty much did everything for me. So I am so grateful for that. Because of that, I have my gorgeous girl. So, yeah. Thank you, Daddy. I'm so happy with her, guys. I plan on glossing her tomorrow if my arm is feeling better, and taking pictures after school and stuff. So yeah. I was just really anxious to make this video. I didn't want to wait, and I thought that it would be a good time to kind of explain everything, which I wanted to, like, I wanted to fill everybody in, because I plan on making more videos and stuff, and I thought it was cool. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah. I also boggled her eyes. I like them looking half like that, but this is what they look like normally. And I got her new chips, which are on the way. They're gray and green. So I'm gonna replace her blue ones and her green ones because she has her realistic blue, and then she's gonna have a replacement green and stuff like that. So the only ones I'm gonna be keeping are these because I like them. They're like a cool honey color. They're really cute and they suit her hair and stuff. But yeah, this is what her eyelids look like. They're like a blue color because I wanted to keep the color scheme of her factory face up because I liked it actually. I thought it was cute and it suited her a lot. So I kept it, like I kept the colors, but I used like pastel. It's all pastel. I didn't use any paint. Well, I used paint for her lips, like the brown in the corners. You can't see, it's crappy, but I'm gonna take pictures tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah, and still waiting for her clothes. She's been wearing this for the past like 3 days or 4 days, but it's adorable and it's the only thing that's actually her style that I have, so. With the same color hair. Just her. Okay, so that's that. I'm very happy, even though I'm in a ton of pain. Yep, okay, so thank you for watching. Expect another video when her clothes come. I'm gonna wait for them all to come before I make a video, I think. So yeah.